It's that time of day. It's Tuesday. It's the 30th of August, 2022. And I got a couple quick things to cover that are not fun. Well, just quick ones, nothing big. Number one, we changed the auction to a buy it now instead because the trolls were trying to inflate the price of the video card to obscene levels. Made no sense at all. After the first troll didn't pay for the damn thing, and so I ended up taking a $54.91 final value added fee for canceling the auction early to because of the situation with the trolls. So now if you still want the video card, it is available. It is a buy it now only. So yes, you can still have the video card. Fork out the green stamps, guys, because it's buy it now with immediate payment required. Okay. I think it says immediate payment requirements. I don't know. I know it is buy it now, but I don't know about immediate payment required. Make sure that's in there because of the trolls. So let me make sure that is in the listing. Let's see. Revised item. Let's see. Offers, yes, fine. Okay. Okay, I don't need to change it. Okay, so right now we got 3 views on it. 0 watchers. So if you want the video card, guys, it is available as a buy it now for $37. But you will have to pay for it immediately. Or pretty close to it. You can put it in your shopping cart and pay for it. When you pay for the rest of your items. That's gonna protect me from stupid people. At least it should protect me from stupid people. Is it gonna protect me from stupid people? Probably not. Because stupidity and hydrogen are quite a bit. Stupid people also basically blow hydrogen out of their butt and light it with a match. Which is even more scary. Andrew made his trip safely to where he's going to upstate New York. His cousin picked him up in New York City. So that's where he lives. And they drove up to upstate New York. I tried to take about 4 to 6 hours, running in traffic and things like that. So, but he did make it. He did go, and he's there for the big family shindig today. Now, the situation with Ed, like I said, with sleeping, I want to be honest. I want to give you the details how that works, because some of you seem to want to know the details. All right. Normally, what we were doing, and this is where it gets kind of stupid, we still do it in part, is I get up, he comes into bed, tumbles into bed at 7 in the morning, which kind of distracts me, because it gets me, like my brain is half asleep. Plus, don't forget, I'm also guilty of after bed videos, so which means that I sit there and watch videos at 4 or 5 in the morning and I fall asleep. First mistake. Alright, don't do that. Alright, if you can avoid it, don't do it. Or at least cut back on it quite a bit. Because if you're doing after bed videos, what's gonna happen is your brain is gonna be like awake and you're not gonna get much sleep. So he's almost in. I'm still kind of low-key. Yeah, it's kind of sleepy. So I start, my little Briggs and Stratton starts up, and next thing you know, he sees knocking me around. Wake up, you're snoring. So what? Well, I finally got him to listen to me last night. I said, look, Ed, I understand a couple of the situations, but please understand my situation first. Okay? I need a solid 8 hours sleep. I will not be able to work. I'm trying to sleep these crazy hours where I'm getting up. I'm partially, as I said, part of it's my fault. Where I'm falling asleep at 4 in the morning, waking up at 7 in the morning when you tumble into bed, and then you basically keep waking me up every time I start to get into delta wave and start to get into my REM sleep cycle. You got to let me sleep. Please. Stop waking me up all the time because I'm snoring. I know I snore. You don't have to tell me. Okay? It's annoying and it's loud. Okay, yeah, okay, I get that. How you doing, Hulk Skynet? Well, I watched a couple videos on YouTube and passed out, but they're mostly like DIY videos and things like that. Okay, but so last night he finally decided to give it a go like I told him. I said, first of all, I don't care what time of day it is. When my body says sleep, I sleep. I said, ideally, if I can get a full 8 hours in, that's great. I said, so. He said, well, you can let me sleep to 4 o'clock today. I said, yeah, I can let you sleep to 4 o'clock today because I'm not tired. All right? In fact, I got up late today because I wanted to get those extra Z's that I needed to detoxify my body and start fresh. And so I took, so I got up about 9-ish, had breakfast, had to write the eBay final value fee into my checkbook of $54.91 because I canceled the auction early because I realized the auction was going nowhere. So I changed it to a buy it now only. So you want the card? It's $37, guys. Fork it over. All right. Was auction and a buy it now originally because I wanted to give people the option of having both, but apparently somebody didn't want to play by those simple rules. So, make a long story short is we have. I said, here's the story. I said, so, he said, I'm not tired right now. He said, I slept all afternoon. I said, wonderful. So you slept for 2 hours in the afternoon, so why can't you go ahead and sleep a little longer? Because I need my 8 to 10 hour sleep. And so, now that you're up for the night, and I helped you with your training stuff a bit, now I'm going to get in my nightgown, I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to turn off the light, which I did, and I'm going to have Rusty, sleep in the bed with me like he does, and then try to get in a good 8 hours sleep. And that's what I did. It's important to get that sleep in because this is when your body does, repairs and digests your food you've eaten and digests your day's events and thinking, and basically starts doing some self-cleaning, cleaning out the mental storage bin, and throwing out the garbage it doesn't need to deal with, keeping refile the garbage it needs to keep. That's important. Yes, it is. You're right. It is abuse. And that's why you would think I have sleep apnea because you hear me yawning was because of that crazy sleeping thing. I'm not saying I could not have sleep apnea. I'm just saying is that these crazy sleeping cycles basically were definitely wreaking a terrible havoc on my body, my spirit. So getting in a nice good solid 8-9 hours of sleep is what my body needs every day. It cannot do half wave, half baked, sleep here 2 hours, sleep here 4 hours, sleep here 3 hours. It's like, it absolutely drives my body crazy to do that because it's like, I need a solid night of sleep because of the fact that I have to get up the next day. You know? So, you're sleeping at different times, your body clock must be haywire, Michelle. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, my sleeping patterns are crazy. So, like I told Ed last night, this is when I metaphorically put my foot down. I said, look, when it's 10 o'clock at night, I don't care if it's a night stream or not, I am going to go in my bedroom, get in my nightgown, and I am going to go ahead and pay Mr. Sandman, and I'm going to sleep. Period. I have to get up at 8 o'clock the next morning. I need at least 8 hours sleep. Okay, so ideally, it means I could sleep and be up until 12 midnight, which would be fine. But still, ideally, I would like to go to bed at 10 o'clock. Okay? I said, now, Ed, I said, I've always been nice. I said, you could sleep in bed in the morning. And I said, that's fine. I don't mind that. But for God's sakes, if I am tired, for whatever reason, and I come into bed, it's not because I'm trying to deprive you of sleep. Because sometimes, depending on the day, I need a nap. Especially if it's super hot outside. And today, by the way, will be the last of the really hot days. It'll be high of 31 today. So he kind of understood it in the end. I said, when it's 10 o'clock at night, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I don't want to hear you talking about all this stuff that you just read in the news that really excites you and all that. It can wait till tomorrow when I'm getting up. If you really think it's important, scribble me a note and I will look at it. But more than likely, it's probably nothing I'm going to need to see. Hi, Angela. How you doing? Yes, I know. You sent that in your email. Yes, you were here. Let's get you on the panel. Let's get the panel open. Actually, the panel is already open. I just don't have my headphones on yet. So, let's start with the donations first. Yeah. Copy, paste. You're right, though, Christine. Actually, it would be considered abuse if someone's forcing you to not get the sleep you need. In fact, Virgo the Goddess actually talked about Ed. And that's kind of interesting, too, because, yeah, I just happen to be a person that's kind of, moderate. And I told Ed this. I said, this is my bed. I paid for this bed, okay? I don't mind you sharing it or sleeping it when I'm up. But first of all, number one, stop waking me up every fucking morning every time you come in here if I'm snoring. Okay, if I'm snoring, that means I'm not boring. Alright, which means that I'm getting the rest I need. So let me sleep, okay? And don't worry about me snoring. If you don't like the snoring, you can go back in the living room. Or wait until I am officially up. What does that mean? Yeah. Copy that. Copy that. Flushing Meadows. It's overcast here, and it's not actually raining yet. It doesn't mean it couldn't rain. Get the piano open so at least I can keep it open for anybody else that wants to come on. So, let's get the weather forecast for the next few days. Let's see. Expected high right now, currently it is 24 degrees Celsius in Winston, mostly cloudy. High of 31 is expected with mostly cloudy conditions. Wednesday, sunny, a high of 26 degrees. Thursday, sunny, a high of 23, which is not bad. Friday, sunny, a high of 26. Saturday, mostly cloudy, high of 28. Sunday, 50% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 29. Monday, 60% chance of thunderstorms again, a high of 24. Tuesday, 60% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 23. Wednesday, 50% chance of rain, a high of 24. And Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high of 27. So today is pretty much, for now, is the last of the really hot days. So that's cool. Weather is going to be cooling down. Humidity probably will be dropping too eventually as the dew point will drop. So we'll see how that goes. What? I have taken a lot of pictures, but getting here was longer than the flight. Yeah. Well, this is something about sharing pictures. Tell the truth of what? Well, if you're saying for Andrew share the pictures on my Discord, maybe he doesn't want to share them on Discord because of the reasons that we all know. The Discord and my Discord is kind of a honeypot of weird and bizarre. Never mind practical. Alright, so let's cover some of the more not quite so bizarre, but definitely unusual conditions going on. As those of you who don't know, the price of natural gas is going up to the level it hasn't seen since 2008. Natural gas in the United States is used for over 50% of the homes for heating. In Europe, however, because of what's going on over in the Big U, a lot of people are switching to alternative heating sources of energy, including wood and coal. The problem with that is now there's a shortage of wood and coal. The Germans, for example, have been going crazy, going down and basically cutting down every piece of scrap wood they can find just to keep the homes hot for the winter time. They're stocking up on wood scraps so that they can heat their homes. In Poland and in other countries, people are lining up at the coal mines looking to buy coal fresh from the mine so they can have fuel for their coal stoves so they can keep warm this winter. In the United Kingdom, pubs, they say over 70% of the pubs in the United Kingdom are going to potentially be closing permanently because they can't afford to pay their commercial utility bills. Last call on the Budweiser or the Guinness. Yeah, okay. So, unfortunately, that's a serious issue. Individual homes in the UK are also afraid of the high gas bills that they're going to be seeing this winter. In the United States, the average make sure I get these numbers right here. I'll say it this way, a very large majority of Americans have already fallen behind in utility bills as everything has been going up. This summer is certainly no exception to the rule, with this high heat index has caused a lot of people to run a lot of air conditioning, particularly in the West and the Midwest. So people were not able to keep their homes cool without basically getting fleeced by the utility company. However, the good news is the judge has totally destroyed Joe Biden's cap on oil and gas moratorium production, saying that is unconstitutional and he does not have the legal right to tell companies how much oil and natural gas that they can mine for. So, if you're a company and you think it's justified to go ahead and run a few more drills in the ground, you have the legal right to do so, regardless of what President Biden wants you to do. Right now, Americans are really looking for a break in the heating costs, so therefore, please drill a few more holes in Mother Earth. I am sure that she might be wincing in pain, but you know what? We don't want to freeze this winter, and it's going to be a cold one. Someone is living in Minnesota saying they got full benefits and free health care. Don't know what it is like, Minnesota is cold winters and high heating bills. As far as full benefits from Medicaid and Medicare, that depends on the person's economic situation. If you are above the certain cap, you don't get full benefits. I'm above that cap, so I don't get those full benefits. Hi, Krista. How you doing? By the way, Krista, some fake Krista was trying to bid on that video card again and inflated the price up to about $400 before I pulled the listing down and changed it to a buy it now only. The video card isn't worth no $400+ at an auction. And if somebody really wanted the card, they should have just simply bought this buy it now. So I said, fine, let's just make it a buy it now. If somebody really wants to buy the card legitimately, they can spend the $37 plus shipping charge, because that's about all it's worth. By the way, I didn't say no one can just post on Discord. People do post on Discord all the time. But sometimes the people post on Discord is a little bit, shall we say, risque, and then we have to deal with it by tossing that stuff into the risque area. But, what are you talking about, Andrew? Yeah. Get free. Like I said, it's at, let's see, how many people in here? 7. 2 likes. One more likes in the like jar, guys. Come on. Okay, Skynet's coming on. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Hi. Who said I didn't want people on my Discord? You said that I didn't want people on my Discord.
Yeah, you told people not to go on your Discord because it's very offensive and you're scared of it.
It can
I
be.
just heard.
I have to be
you say
honest and
that.
let people know the truth that the Discord has been known to be kind of like a public saloon. You never know what you're going to get into in there.
I would argue that your house
But
and your
Andrew
life is
is
a
not on
public
my
saloon.
Discord anyway, so he can't post his pictures on my Discord because he's not on Discord.
Right, and how do you figure that him posting pictures of like lightning and shit is going to get any kind of harm done to him?
No, it's not. But the thing is he's not on Discord. And he doesn't want to be on Discord. But he can do is he can send me the pictures and I can put them up there.
All right, Michelle, I've got a bigger question about your best friend Botter.
All right.
Yeah. So Botter was Minnie Manson's manager. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Botter was going around promoting Minnie Manson, trying to get Minnie Manson to be famous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I looked at Minnie Manson's page yesterday, just trying to see, like, how come I haven't heard from this, individual for a while? And I saw that his account was missing. And it said it was gone, like deleted. It doesn't exist anymore.
You mean the page don't exist anymore?
Right. So I figured at the time, Botter would probably know what was going on, right? Because that's his prodigy or whatever. So days have gone by, and Tiger Kitty looked into it a little bit more, and she found some videos where people are talking about how Botter like porn bombed him with child porn.
Yeah, okay. I saw that a couple times on Noodle's own page. That's why he got stricken so much.
So what is it with Botter, you, and child porn that you seem to be okay with Botter? I don't get it.
Oh, Botter hasn't been in here lately.
Right, what's up with that?
I don't know. I don't really get into other reasons why people are not always here. Just like TVR hasn't been here lately either. I went on this video and just let him know nicely in the chat. I said, hey, my channel's still around. I haven't seen you in a while. So
you went into DVR's chat while he's doing prank phone calls, and you said, "Hey, I still make videos. I don't see that." Michelle, that's rude. I know you have Asperger's, so you don't know that that's rude, but that's a little bit rude, I would say. Like,
oh, I said more precisely. I said, "Hi, DVR. I haven't seen you in a while. Was wondering when you're going to come by my channel sometime." That's what I said.
Right, Michelle, you might as well have went over to the chat.
I know his mods are going to see it, and then their mods are going to share it out with other people. So that's,
Michelle, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You might as well have went over there and just been like, "Hey guys, can you donate to my channel? Here's my PayPal. Here's my OnlyFans."
But I didn't say that though.
Right, you didn't say that. You said, "Hey, I haven't seen you in forever.
Speaking of OnlyFans,
I still have a channel."
Speaking of OnlyFans, I'm not even sure how to finish setting up that page because I was trying to set it up so I could do a live stream, but I don't even know how to put the live stream into OBS. And I don't even know how to get the live stream started in the first place.
Now, first of all, I've never actually been on OnlyFans, so I don't know how it works, but I didn't know that it was a video site. I thought it was just for photos.
No, it is a video site. But I guess I gotta finish filling out the rest of my profile first before I can get to do a video stream.
I
Instagram
think
is the
you should.
photos one.
I want you to consider doing it a little bit more risque than you would have done it. You know, like throw a little bit more cleavage, little bit more skin. You got to understand that you're a unique woman that other men and women would love to pay money to see, you know, just how they look.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, I was looking at the message here for Andrew. He says it's 10:20 a.m. and they won't be coming, I reckon. Hey, Skyner, it is my aunt's friends. They do not like the fact that she's remarrying.
They don't like that your aunt is remarrying? I mean, is it the person she's remarrying or just the act of remarrying?
I think it's the act from the way it's written.
So what, like her
So
previous
then, are
husband
they really
passed?
her friends? Then that's the question. Are they really her friends? If they're
Here's the
not
only
willing
thing
to
I can
come to
see.
her wedding, that doesn't sound like they're very
Michelle,
much for good friends.
Michelle, here's the only thing I can see. Now, if this woman, right, lost her husband, you know, passed away or whatever, and immediately after losing the husband is getting married again, maybe that's why they're like upset.
Well, maybe they think that they didn't have enough time to grieve. Yes, but I don't know. Some people don't take that long to grieve, and others people can take years to grieve.
I don't even know really how to grieve. Like, I'm not really good at the whole grieving thing. I haven't had a lot of people die in my life, and like the people that have died, like, you know, like I'll miss them that time when we're all talking about them, but it doesn't really stay over my mind that long. Not like other people.
Okay, Paul's coming on now. Let's get him on here. Go ahead, Paul. How you doing?
Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
All right. So
Michelle's doing pretty good. She's gonna get on OnlyFans, she said.
Nice.
To flesh out her profile.
right.
I told her to flesh out her
Right. So
page
I'm gonna
more.
try to get an
Cool.
OnlyFans page going, but I gotta finish filling out the profile and putting
Nice.
in the information about where people can deposit money into my bank account. I'm thinking about linking it into my PayPal instead of my bank account.
Most important parts of the site. I agree.
Cool. What are we planning on putting on the OnlyFans, Michelle? What are you gonna do with it? What would make me want to become
Probably the same
an
thing.
OnlyFans member?
I probably will connect it in with the YouTube morning shows and the night shows.
Oh. Okay.
Because as long as OnlyFans supports RTMP protocol, I can theoretically connect it in with Restream. So,
Michelle, would you be willing to try on used underwear?
no. Why?
Well, because I was thinking maybe we could have like a show, you know, like
I'm
a
sorry,
series.
this is not Japan. I don't buy used underwear.
You've never been to the Goodwill store and pick up the old bra or something?
No. But I do need
Really?
to buy. I need to buy some new bras, though. Well, but that's I buy
Goodwill,
them new.
Goodwill would be a good place to start. It'd be very cheap there.
Right, like we could get you and Jennifer J and maybe even Tiger Kitty, you know, to like review some bras. And you guys could all talk about bras and bra sizes.
Speaking
what
of that,
bras you look for.
Jennifer J's not here right now. So what did you think about the woman with the super big boobs there that was sitting in the Discord?
Yeah, what do you think about her? Isn't she fucking fine?
I mean, was that her boob hanging out, or was that her handbag?
Oh, that's her chest, Michelle. That's her
It's
chest.
her tit. It's her titty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found a real life version of Jennifer Jay's erotic fantasy.
Dream Woman. Yeah, that's awesome.
Now she was black though. That is
Hey,
the
nothing wrong with
downside
that.
for her.
Nothing wrong
Right.
with that.
Maybe
I don't
she-
have any. I don't have any negatives.
Maybe
towards black
Jennifer
people, but it
James,
seemed like
she's
Jennifer.
given the fact that she does mixed media artwork. Maybe
Yeah,
she should
she's
have
in a
it
good
where
time.
Miss J is actually talking to the woman and talking about how big boobs and the pain that having big boobs are and stuff like that. I wonder I wonder how that script would go. You know.
I think that's just an excuse for women to get a massage, Michelle, you know. With the back problem.
It
How
also
could
does a
tits on your
terrible
front
number
affect your
on your
back?
back.
Makes
If
sense.
you have boobs
Yeah.
that big, your back is going to be seriously compromised.
Why don't you just get like a back brace?
Yeah, but if you never had a back brace, it would still do an enormous amount of damage on your back, on your spine. Having boobs that large, that heavy,
Well,
constantly pulling down on your upper chest, upper torso.
that's just for lazy people who don't stand and sit up straight, Michelle. That's why they have the back problems, you know. It's just for the slouchers. You know,
I mean,
people-
all you really got to get is one of those things from like the Victorian ages. I can't remember. It's like
of course
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I know what you're talking. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You want your back to be being straight. You want to look good. You put on that corset, Michelle.
Well, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the woman would actually wear a corset or bustier.
Do you,
There's
do you
a
still
reason.
have that, Michelle? Do you still? I remember you put one on a
Unfortunately,
video.
I got too big for it, so I have to get another one. But yes, I still have
You
it.
remember that video, Skynet, when she put the corset on?
Right now, I'm down to I'm eating only about 1,000 calories a day, specifically to try to get the weight off.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I do. We got a little bit of thong
I think I lost
a little.
I think I
Wearing a black
lost
thong.
some, but I really won't say like a ton. My belly hair doesn't seem so distended anymore. I'm not saying that
Your
it's
belly
not
hair?
distended. It's just still distended, and it seems like
Get a razor and shave it off.
seems like it
Michelle.
shrunk a little bit.
Just wax it.
Yeah, if you don't want the razor burn, just wax it.
Who waxed it?
You said you had stomach hair.
So you had belly
My
hair was
stomach is not
extending.
as distended. You know, inflated, enlarged, bulbous, punchy, bloated.
Right. So you could wear a corset, is what you're saying.
Well, right now, if I can get my gut back down to something where at least it's kind of nice and smooth, maybe I could actually get into corset so I don't look like a Twinkie that
Well, that's
someone
why you gotta
stepped on.
wax. That's why you gotta wax. Get it smooth. You wax your chest, Michelle? You shave your chest?
Yeah, I use a razor on it.
Okay.
You mow it.
I don't have any hair on my chest.
Because you said you shave it.
Right. And then, of course,
Sure. Fair enough.
I clean my privates up when I take a bath, too.
Ooh.
So,
Thanks. Yeah, well, hopefully you'll clean more than your privates when you take a bath. Hopefully you'll clean your whole body, you know? You don't want to just focus on the crotch. You got to get it all.
I'm kind of like her, though. I like to focus on the crotch.
Yeah. I like to make
of
sure my
course,
butt's
I'm not
extra
going to lie
clean.
when I
don't know
say
why.
you, putting sharp steel down there is kind of a little bit nerve-wrenching, especially if...
Why are you putting sharp steel down there, Michelle?
So, take your time when you're shaving all those folds of skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Gotta
gotta-
take your time. You don't want to rush through it.
Gotta lift them up and clean them out.
As far as the talk show and OnlyFans, regardless the type of talk show, I haven't even finished setting up the page yet. It doesn't say anything that I need to pay money to do live streams on OnlyFans, but
Are you gonna do it nude?
I definitely got to finish doing my bio and get that done. I could take
Are
some
you
of
gonna
the
be doing them in
bio.
your nightgown, Michelle? You gonna put your nightgown on and do streams, or what's gonna separate these streams from the ones on YouTube?
I don't know, Ed. I mean, that's a good question. Except, like I said,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
question
I
is
don't know why.
That's why I was trying to do
except
the
here's
Brock
what
show.
does change it.
Okay.
OnlyFans, as far as I know, I can play music on that stream.
I don't know. Can you even stream live on OnlyFans? I thought it was just for like posting videos and like pictures. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a live stream on
They can,
OnlyFans.
because I checked into it. Yes, you can do live
Okay,
streams.
cool. Well, again, let me know what separates these streams from your YouTube. If you do it in your bra or something, or make it something I can't see on YouTube, I would definitely pay for an OnlyFans membership. So,
Given
yeah.
the way YouTube is going, almost everything I do on my
music's
YouTube
not going to
channel
do it for me, but
the way YouTube is right now, anything I do on YouTube is becoming you can't do it here. Even just doing this show here, seriously, YouTube is getting kind of cranky about these shows.
Well, then quit fucking worrying about YouTube, Michelle.
yeah, YouTube's a bunch of Nazis anyway. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's why we do a lot of stuff on Twitch too. Silvermoon Radio, I'm aiming to start Silvermoon Radio up near the end of September. I haven't got an exact date yet. I'm still trying to get Vapor and Cuckoo to tell me what nights we want to do the World of Warcraft. They want to do the Wrath of the Lich King Classic, which is fine with me. But they want to do it on this server I never heard of before. And it's like, oh, we have to do a whole new server? Or like I got so many alts now, it's ridiculous.
So that's just how World of Warcraft is.
Yeah, it should be fun for you though, Michelle. Hopefully you guys enjoy the new DLC. Yeah.
I don't want to erase either Vanya, because Vanya as her song actually seriously has a lot of street cred. And gold, for that matter. No, maybe not that much gold. But Vanya in Westfall is a warrior that doesn't have a lot of rank, but, twice
Would you play World of Warcraft in your 90, Michelle?
I don't think so. Yes, that is a real yawn. Don't worry about it. All right. I
heard that's a lack of oxygen to your brain, Michelle.
What's that?
A yawn.
Yeah.
When you yawn, it's a lack of oxygen to your brain.
No, in this case, it's not a lack of oxygen. It's a.
No, what is it?
It's just sometimes it's just the same old detail. I got plenty of windows open. I got lots of air flowing around here. I got fans blowing on me. Low fan speed.
I think that's Lumi yawning because she's bored. Lumi, go to sleep or something and let Michelle do her show, please.
Michelle does her show. She's doing her show. Anyway.
Yeah, Lumi, fuck off. Let Michelle do her show. Quit yawning in our ear.
The content has to be different. I don't know. The thing with all these different networks is that trying to keep them more organized is a bit of a challenge.
You just gotta you organize them by rules, right? That's how you organize your channels and your providers, whatever the rules are. In Twitch you can play music, but you can't have VODs of music, right? You can do your own streams, but you just can't have VODs of it.
Right, but
YouTube,
on Twitch, most of the VODs are kind of short anyway.
And Michelle, you're a dirty liar, but I think the reason why you don't want music is because you don't get that 4, 5, 6 cents, whatever it is.
Right.
You're particular because you look at the long game. You're like, oh, it's just 5 or 6 cents today, but in like 20 years, when I'm super famous, that could have been thousands of dollars per video, is what she thinks. I think.
All right, here's one question about the music stuff I'm gonna ask. Let's say you're playing music from 5 artists. Now, I say, sorry, this channel cannot be monetized. Or all revenue is going to the publisher. Which publisher? What are the musics from Warner Music Group, Universal Music Group, maybe some from,
Who
Sony
cares?
Music Group.
Let them
So
fight
which,
it out.
so
Fuck
which,
them.
so which artist gets paid the revenue?
They all fucking do.
How can that be when they actually?
They get microcents.
And they divvy it up. They divvy it all up.
Yeah.
Because there's hundreds of thousands of videos, Michelle, with these copyrights all over them. My mix streams, there's like 10 copyrights on it. But it doesn't do anything. It's just they all get a part of the money. I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting any money out of this.
Yeah. Or like the end credits we use, that publisher is willing to share the monetization. So
I still don't get why you use that as an advertisement for your stream, Michelle, as your end credits. It still makes no sense to me whatsoever. It's an advertisement for your stream, but yet you play it every day at the end. I mean, people who are here know who you are. You don't need to play that.
well, it makes a good end of the stream outro.
Oh, does it?
Actually,
I like the old one with the robot voice that would say all the
national anthem.
Yeah, I like the national anthem.
yeah.
I don't know why.
But the only thing with the national anthem is that
Copyrighted, can you?
I have both. But the thing is that sometimes though for the live streams when I play the ending stream like I do, it kind of says a very simple message to the audience: is okay. This stream is over, but we're not necessarily ending for the day. You play the national anthem, all of a sudden I think you're totally done streaming for the day. Which is usually the case.
I would argue, play the national anthem at the beginning, because that's usually what they do at every sporting event, and then do your show, because it's like, play ball, Michelle, let's go. Gets us all hyped up.
That's true.
Oh, hi, Pop. How you doing? I know it's people piece because the 2001's the dead giveaway.
Okay. Michelle's the kind of person that can see stuff that's not really there, but I don't know her long enough to say whether or not
At least I think that's people piece.
2001 is relatable.
All right. Are you saying that he did 9/11, Michelle? Is that why you associate Pop with 2001? Because you think he's responsible for 9/11?
No.
Oh. What's the connection there? With the 2001?
Some reason to use the name and the year sounds like something people peace would do.
Oh.
You really miss people at peace.
I don't know. Could be. I don't know.
Could be. Could miss him. I don't know. Maybe.
Michelle, if Pops needed a place to live.
Let me answer what trolling says. It's not that I don't mind companies getting paid justified for their copyrights. I have no problem with that. But when they take everything out of your channel just because you played one song, for example.
It's not everything though, Michelle. It's for that video. It's not like the rest of your videos are going to take the money as well. It's just for one video.
Yeah, but why taking all the revenue for the whole video? Since you also put work into it too. So I will work.
Because you're using your product.
I will work with companies that will share revenue. I will work with those companies, but those companies that basically say we're taking it all, too bad. Sorry, then say okay. Then I don't want to work with you.
So you're just greedy.
If a company is willing to share revenue with me, that's fine. I'll share revenue with you.
Well, they're not going to share revenue with you, Michelle. They're going to take it. They're not going to give you any of their revenue. They're just going to take a little bit from you and then give you the rest. They're not going to be giving you any back.
Right now,
it looks like
it looks like the
just
song
imagine
that's in
somebody put a quarter in the jukebox to play the song
by
Michelle.
Brasilia is actually 50-50. So we both basically make they make half the revenue from the stream, and then I get the
Michelle.
other half, which is fine.
Michelle, have you ever been to a sports bar?
Not really in a long time. Last time I was in
All right,
Sports Dog was in
I still have
1998.
a
It's Sports
question.
Dog up
God
in
damn it.
Yukon.
Have you ever used a jukebox, Michelle? I think Skynet is where Skynet's going. You ever put a dime in a jukebox?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing. It's like putting a dime in the jukebox to listen to a music. That's basically
Well,
what it
nowadays
is.
it's more like $1, but
Right.
when I was a teenager, it was like 25
We're
cents.
talking about YouTube, Michelle. We're talking about YouTube.
We're talking about YouTube, Michelle. When you play a song on YouTube and the people want to take a little bit of money, it's basically you just putting the dollar in the jukebox to listen to the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all that is.
Well, the point is that, like I said, if the company's willing to go halvesies with me, I'll go halvesies with them. That's the case.
What the fuck?
And I don't think that's so bad. You know?
Michelle, you're crazy. Just put the money in the jukebox and let the song play. And don't worry about it. Why are you getting so crazy about sharing revenue with the Bee Gees or the Beatles?
Because I'm also putting my work into this too.
Yeah, but what you don't get, Michelle, but what you keep seeming to fail to think about, Michelle, is opposed of getting the monetization from your video, people will have fun and donate, and you'll make 10 times, 20 times as much as you would on the video. So who cares about the little bit you're losing out on the video when people are having fun and donate 20, 30 times more than you would actually make on a video?
Michelle, just think of it as a licensing fee, right? You're running a business. Inside your business, you've licensed out a jukebox, right? That when it plays songs, okay, you have to pay a few cents or whatever. But you still have your whole restaurant and your show to do everything else. It's just a little bit of pennies that you pay the music
to use
to
your
play
example,
on the jukebox.
compare your example to what I'm talking about, where I basically draw the line on when companies take 100% of revenue. That would be like you going to a bar and you buy a drink, and then the drink money is going right to the record company.
Michelle, that's not even true. They do not take 100% of your revenue. We've been on streams where music was played, people donated to you, and those record companies got none of your money. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, again, Michelle, you're not seeing that opposed to the little YouTube money you could get. You could get more money in donations. I don't see where you're failing to make that connection.
Listen to me. You see the blue?
Are you failing to make that connection? No, it seems like you're failing to make that connection.
You see the blue square above my head on the right side? I'm not against donations. You see that? Okay.
Yeah, but you're opposed to earning them, Michelle. You're entitled. You're basically an entitled white person.
Let me finish. Right now, the problem is that people cannot afford to donate.
No, they can, Michelle, but they don't want to because you're not doing anything out of the ordinary here. You do the same thing. You wear the same dress. You use the same background. You complain about the same shit. You're not doing anything fun. You had a chance to make $60 this weekend just by drinking a gallon of milk, and you cried about it.
Yeah, but I could never drink a whole gallon of milk.
You could, though. You don't know because you haven't tried. You fucking sit there and plow shit down you all day long, and you don't think you can drink a gallon of milk, Michelle? Come on. You just don't want to have fun. You're entitled. You want the money.
If you did something fun, I would definitely figure out a way to give you $10, $15, whatever it is, based on the fun new thing that you actually did. Like something completely. I can't believe that Ed, of all people, that complains about moving around and having a bad leg and all this shit, he went to the carnival by himself. He walked his ass to the carnival to have fun.
Walked home intoxicated.
I'm not
right. We didn't get that. I wasn't expecting it, though, and I told everybody, don't expect it, and I was right. I mean, Michelle, you don't do anything to earn money. You just entitle. You think you're entitled to it, and if you don't get it, you'll just call Craig Sr. out and beg him for the money. That's the way it works. You have to earn the money, Michelle. You have to earn it. Do something fun. Do something out of the ordinary. Make us want to donate. Literally, your show's the same shit every single day. It's the same show. Same dress, same background, same complaining.
I don't have the same
That's all
dress.
it is. No phone calls, nothing. It's the same
I
shit.
don't.
Why
I
would we
don't have
donate
the
to
same
that?
dress on that I had on yesterday.
Why would we donate though, Michelle? It's the same thing. It's like watching the same show. What would make me want to donate to that?
What makes? Well, it's
Because
the
you
same thing.
complain? I mean,
It's the same thing on the news channel.
right.
Same
That's why I don't watch the
background,
news. It's boring as
same
shit.
anchor at the
Boring.
same desk at the same time.
Exactly.
But the
No
news
one
stories
watches the
differ.
news. No one watches that. It's all boring. Exactly. No one watches the news. Who watches the news? Who the fuck watches the news anymore? Yeah, exactly. It's boring. It's the same shit over and over. Yeah, exactly. But a TV show, every episode's different. There's a different story. There's different characters. Here, it's just the same shit over and over and over and over and over and
You got
over.
a comment in on the side chat there.
Over and over and over again.
So let me put this on the screen so you can see it.
I got the chat up right now, Michelle. It's fine. I'm just saying though. I mean, you wonder why like no one donates. It's because you don't do anything different. Everything's the same. It's the same all the time. The same all the time.
So who is this person here? This stopping crime person.
I have no
probably
fucking
one of the
idea.
true crimes people that Ernie sent over. Bert and Ernie. Remember Bert and Ernie, Michelle?
Yeah, I remember Ernie's show. Yeah, I was wondering when he was going to drop by again.
Yeah. I think what kind of threw them off was your true crime.
Yeah.
The casting of the spells that killed the guy was probably.
Speaking of casting, what's the story with the tarot cards? Ow. Whoa.
Speaking of magic, let me exert my presence.
Well, let's just pull up the 2 oracle cards for today and see how they fare. No, let's show the tarot cards.
I'd like to see Krista on one of your shows again. Like, I feel like we don't get enough Krista content.
Krista will be on again, but I don't know when she's going to be live. She's come by next week.
What do you guys got planned next week?
No, she comes in the morning. She can't do nights.
What's she doing at night? Ray?
What's she doing at night? She's with her husband and his daughter. You know that.
Yeah. So what's your next cooking project gonna be?
Oh. Wait.
Are we doing cards now? What are we doing?
All right, so let's pull out 2 oracle cards today. First one from Pure Magic Tarot or Pure Magic Oracle.
Right. Hit me, Michelle. Hit me.
Okay, let's start with the first one.
What's the reading about?
Krista says next Friday she could be on the show. So mark the calendars, September 5th.
Next Friday. Oh, yeah. All right. Next Friday is going to be like the 7th. Yes, 7th? 9th.
Next Friday is also when I get my hair redone.
Next Monday is Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Right.
I
Next
did
Friday. That's why next Friday is when Chris is going to come over in the morning. Yeah. I don't know about night.
Yesterday.
Okay, so the first card for today's energy is regeneration, plant medicine, caretaker, bloomer. Okay. And the other oracle card,
Bloomer, eh? What's the next card?
I'm gonna get to that now, guys. I haven't pulled it out yet.
What about the Nagas?
These cards have boxes, and I have to pull them out of the boxes.
Shreckle Cat, Krista says she's gonna make Blueberry
Regeneration,
muffin
huh?
pancakes.
That's the
Ooh, sounds good.
regeneration.
Sorry, I'm
Okay.
just replying to a text really quick
I want
here.
some like
And the other
boysenberry
card
sauce or
is Warrior,
raspberry.
Focus, Assertiveness, Rise to Action.
Sounds like something about Ed.
So you got two different cards that seem to indicate one's like a renewal, and the other one is also kind of a rise to action, or kind of a renewal too. More like standing up for what you believe in, kind of a card.
Call to arms, Michelle. It's a call to arms.
Call to arms, yeah. Call to action, actually. But wait.
All right, I'm back. I enjoy when you
What the fuck happened to the cool camera,
You know
Michelle?
what I'm going to.
I miss the outdoor camera. We used to see all the action.
Oh yeah, I was
like whenever I would get bored of like looking at the show, I could just look at like your street and be cool with that. What happened?
And it's got the train table back up.
Yes, by the way, Chris, so you can make blueberry pancakes out of muffin mix, but make sure you realize that you're going to need to add a little more liquid to it so that the batter will be easier to spread. So you don't want the batter to be as heavy as it would for making muffins. You got to make it a little bit thinner so that it can flow into the pan. Now, I'm assuming that there's at least baking powder in there, which usually there is, which is going to help the dough to rise. The main thing is the consistency of how much moisture is in there. I saw on Facebook somebody was posting that you can make pancakes out of different flavored muffin mixes. Yeah, you can. That's because a lot of the muffin mixes use really the same ingredients as pancakes.
I don't know what happened here. What's going on?
Is that true? Is that what's going on? Fucking Ed's train set is blocking the camera.
Ed's train set is actually pretty much blocking the window. That's why the camera's not up.
God.
I'll show you what I'm talking about here.
Ooh.
So,
is he still buying fucking trains?
He was just working on the camera yesterday. Where is that? Turn on camera. Monitor cam. Turn this on. Click on here.
Didn't you move shit into storage recently?
Hold on a minute. Okay.
How many fucking trains does this guy own?
There's the trains there.
Man, he's never going to get to Florida.
So, gonna have to try to figure out where we're gonna put the stuff in there. So that's. Oh, sorry, you didn't even have that camera switched on to you guys. So let me switch.
Are you showing it?
I will switch on to you, so you can see. I forgot to switch it over. All right.
Yeah, what's that? The other room? Is that the living room?
Yeah.
Doesn't look that bad. Oh, well, Michelle, well, I got to get back to work, I guess. I'll,
So, you ever gonna come visit us over on the World of Warcraft on on the 18th of September? We don't know
18th of September, eh?
18th, yeah. Around that week. We don't know which day exactly.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Let me know when you actually get it going. You know?
We have another camera, Chris, that I can mount on the window frame, but the problem is I can't find it because I think it's sitting in the storage bin again, and I gotta get in the storage bin to get it.
The other
Or
camera?
I can buy another camera and mount it in the window.
Why would you?
But I can't do that until I get paid on the 22nd.
So you got like 5 cameras that you're not using. I would just use one of those opposed to, you got to save your money.
Some
like
of them
you said,
are
though.
in the
Let's just-
storage bin and we can't find the box. They're actually going to find the box. They're in the
They got to
storage
be in
bin.
there somewhere, right? You said you've got about 4 or 5 extra cameras. I mean, it really wouldn't make sense to buy
No, he's
another
not
one.
buying any more trains right now. No.
You got to save that money for that electric bill, Delaney.
No, he's asleep right now.
Oh, the electric bill is going to be paid this week coming up. That's already
Right. Well, the high ones are coming up soon, so I mean, you're gonna have to start saving for those. I mean, it really, again, wouldn't make much sense for you to start buying more cameras and shit when you're gonna have high bills coming up here, and you know it, right?
We had put this stuff in the hallway closet when he wasn't here, but now he's here, so we took it out of the closet. So now it's spread all over the place again. So my cameras are sitting in a box in the storage bin.
All right. Don't buy another one. Just go find them.
Oh, they're not that expensive for a composite video camera. They're not.
Again, no, you already have them, so just go find them. Michelle, opposed to you got to save that money up. Again, you need every bit you can get. Those high bills are coming.
Yeah.
You got to start preparing. Yeah, you got to prepare for that.
Well, my birthday is actually it's about 6 months away, but yeah.
Right, but you still got to start saving. I don't want to. You start, complaining that you can't pay the bills, and we don't want to hear all that. So, start saving for them now, like the rest of us.
Yes, we all know Ed has 2 girlfriends in Florida. When are the electric prices in America going up? They already are. Sky to Stave. They already are going up, and prices in natural gas are already going up too.
Can we talk to Ed's
The
girlfriend?
good news is that a judge has totally shut down President Joe Biden's energy moratorium, saying it's unconstitutional. So, because you cannot legally tell companies how much oil and gas they can drill for. So, and that's important to get prices back down to normal. So, can he legally keep shipping our gas over to people in Europe? I don't think it's necessarily illegal, but this guy doesn't care about America at all.
He's a demon, Michelle.
Yeah, I know he is. Why is he in Winston if he had 2 girls in Florida? Because I invited him to come here, and then he stayed, and now he doesn't know if he wants to go back or not. He doesn't know, because he couldn't make up his mind to which girlfriend he wanted to go study with. What is normal when prices are going to be the new normal? No, I don't think so, Scott Steve. You're right. I don't think he's shipping gas. He could eat a lot more beans and certainly ship some more. Hey, Mr. President, have some more black beans. Have some more lima beans and pinto beans. You need to stick the pipe up your ass. We gotta get some to the UK too. Seriously, he's sending it to mainland Europe. But the problem is that Russia right now has really got Europe on the rope. European countries on the ropes right now.
Michelle.
What?
Michelle. Is it true that you got the vaccination?
I don't have any vaccinations.
None?
I do not.
None at all.
No, I mean I got my measles. I got my dysphoria. I got my polio.
Okay.
And because I was born before 1972, I got my smallpox. But I don't have the big C vaccination.
Cancer?
No, the other big C. The one we can't talk about on this channel.
Chlamydia.
Well, they don't have a vaccine for chlamydia. At least I don't think so.
How'd you get one then?
But they do have a vaccine for the papilloma virus. Yeah, but that's not the big C. That would be the big P. Whatever. Biden's not sending us any money. He's sending money to Ukraine, but he's not sending it to Americans that need the help. Let's come on the panel, Craig. I haven't touched you in a while. Also, Ed wants to call him. He's got some train stuff. But that's... Yes, I got the polio vaccine twice. Though for the earlier one, when I was given when I was a child, they considered that wasn't as effective as the second one, which was in the 80s. I also got the smallpox vaccine, too. He should be sending money to Americans that really need the help. But Joe Biden's not doing nothing to help America. He's not helping American people. I agree with Tucker Carlson on this. That he's not doing.
What time does Ed usually wake up? It's 11 a.m.
What's that?
The times Ed get up, Michelle? The times Ed usually get up in the afternoon?
4 o'clock. 2 to 4 o'clock.
Hey.
Well, Skynet, to be fair to Ed, he is the security night watchman of the apartment building. So, I mean, kind of makes sense, right? He is security. He's got to be up during the night.
Yeah.
Well, right now, the way I see it is that I keep my ears open in the daytime.
Yeah.
And then I go to sleep. You know, if I'm tired, I'll take a nap. You know, around 4 o'clock till about 8 o'clock, and then I officially go back to bed at 10 to 12 o'clock and wake up the next day. Yeah. Tell Ed I wanted to talk to him about trains so he gets up. Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm talking to him about buying beer.
I'll have Ed call you about 4 o'clock. He wants to show you the trains at work. It gets kind of confusing the way he's got everything wired right now, but at least some of the stuff is hooked up and working. But not everything except, though, because...
John 8.
What? Yeah, people.
Your brain loses oxygen.
Yeah, Michelle, put your fan on and point it towards you.
It is.
You're lacking oxygen. You've yawned about 8 times now. You all right? You feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Not like dizzy or nothing, are you?
Tell Ed I want to talk to him about trains so he gets up. Oh, he said he wants to sleep until 4, so we'll call you at 4 on your mobile phone because your home phone is out of commission.
What are you doing with your afternoon today, Michelle? You gonna do some trucking?
I was gonna try and get some American Truck Simulator in.
Nice. You can put your trucker hat on and hit the road.
I haven't even been showing my face playing the game.
Oh, why is that?
Who's sick? Who are you talking about?
You don't like the cam?
I'm not sick, no. Well, the reason I haven't had my face in my camera is because I don't have the USB camera hooked up right now. I mean, I do have the other camera on the wall pointed to me, but it's another option.
Okay.
He goes to bed at 8 in the morning, he sleeps to 4 in the afternoon.
That's good, 8 hours, I guess.
And then I go in there, take a short little nap, usually, for about an hour or 2 hours. But then I go back in there, go to bed at 10 o'clock until about 8 in the morning.
So you sleep 10 hours at night? So you sleep about half your day away. You take a 2-hour nap, wake up, and then sleep for another 10 hours, Michelle?
No, not
From
that much.
10 p.m. to 8 a.m. is 10 hours. That's 10 hours right there. 10 p.m. to 8 a.m.
That's fine. That's not...
Right. You said you sleep that.
10 hours a day. That's average for me, yeah.
All right, and then a 2-hour nap at 4.
Sometimes.
So that's 12 hours. So that'd be 12 hours. That's
it
half a day.
It depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I don't take a nap. But,
a bit more. Yeah.
But my main thing, like I told Ed, and Christine would agree with me on this, is when I close this door at 10 o'clock at night, I don't want you to keep coming in here and tell me about your fun little projects about the universe and all that shit, because I'm trying to sleep.
Fair enough.
Right now, I've also been cutting back on my caloric intake. I'm only eating less than 1,000 calories a day.
That's not healthy.
That also makes you tired because you're not getting as much energy.
Well, that's not really healthy, is it?
Yeah. Well, I gotta get a lot of weight off. So.
Well, the way you do that, Michelle,
I want to get my weight down to about 240 pounds.
Where do you at now?
300.
Well, the way you
but part
do
of that was because of the big C, and the other reason was
blame it on the COVID.
The big D called depression. So.
Yeah. You just got to start moving more, Michelle. Get out a bit. It's hard to lose weight. You got to. People don't want to believe it, but the way you lose weight is by eating like 3 meals a day and then exercising to burn the calories and shit.
Now, Gianni, listen here, I'd still be watching YouTube videos and laying in bed, but basically, sleeping on and off. So I probably would still be sleeping. But like I told Ed, I said, at 10 o'clock at night when I go to bed, I close that door. I don't want to hear you come in and ask me to do a million things while I'm trying to sleep. I don't want to hear about your computer problems. I don't want to hear about your, this latest trivia you found about this train or that train.
Good for you, Michelle. Good for you.
Because I need my sleep.
Well, you got to do your part, though, too. Didn't you say you usually watch YouTube, Michelle, till about 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Did I hear that wrong? I thought I heard you say earlier you like to watch YouTube till about 4 in the morning. You usually watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After bedtime videos kind of not a good idea.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't have any blue light like an hour before you go to bed.
Yeah.
I think is what they were saying. Yeah.
That's what I try to get done. But Sometimes I get caught up with an interesting video series and you start binge watching it through.
Yeah.
I don't think my landlord would like me to drill a hole in the door to put in a deadbolt, Craig, in the bedroom. But
Can you just slide the dresser in front of the door or something?
No, because you can't because of fire code.
Oh.
Yeah.
You think Ed's gonna call the fire marshal on you?
I don't know who's gonna call who right now, honestly. What I just know is that I'm trying to work within the situation allows. You know, like I told Ed, is I want at least 10 hours of sleep a day at night, and I don't want to be bothered. And he understands that. He gets that. I mean, I gotta keep it simple. From 10 to 8, you don't bother me. You don't wake me up. You don't. I mean, because if I get up to go pee or something, then I'm kind of already up anyway because I gotta get to the bathroom. Then, when I come out, you could tell me something. But if it's nothing really majorly important, then you're just gonna get a couple grunts and then I'm gonna go back to bed again. Alright, I'll get. What do you mean by that? No one even. Craig, no one even sees you outside. There you go. There he is. That's John Heyman anyway. Oh, I get John Heyman on here. Yeah.
I almost got to play some of his music.
What do you mean some of his music? What are you talking about?
He's got great custom music that you could use and you never use it.
I use the music sometimes from the YouTube audio library.
You need to liven up the show a little bit. Let's add more music. Let's groove, baby. I bet you could cut a rug back in your day, couldn't you?
I used to. No, I've always been kind of like dry. It's always been my way.
Michelle is thinking about doing topless shows on OnlyFans. What are your thoughts on that, John Heyman? Would you subscribe to Michelle's topless shows on OnlyFans?
Well, where can I send the money?
Oh, well, yeah, you gotta set up her OnlyFans.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the PureWick. Craig, that system does use a vacuum that uses a interesting female urinary device that uses a vacuum, a suction pump to draw urine into a urine bottle. I got a female urinal, so I don't have to get up if I want to use that. But there's already enough piss bottles going around here. I don't think we need to deal with any more.
How many piss bottles would you estimate are floating around the apartment right now?
That's really was my other one. He's got it.
Piss bottle.
It's not a suction. It's
2 liter. It's Sprite 2 liter.
I can show you. Okay, just to see what the PureWick is. Just keep it simple to avoid any problems with YouTube. Think of it like a banana, but it's actually a banana that's absorbent. Okay, it's got like a gauzy type of cotton in its set. And
do you peel it?
You know where the stem. You know where the stem of the You know where the stem of the banana is, right? Well, that's the hose that connects to.
What the fuck is a banana?
A banana? That's the hose that connects to the suction system that draws the urine into a collection container. They make a couple different setups of that. The portable one uses a small portable vacuum pump that for caregivers sets up in your home, and it just collects the urine into the bottle. It's not super loud. It was actually created by a man for his wife. He was working for NASA. He was retired. His wife had a medical condition that he needed to create this. When he was done with it, he realized that this thing was easily be marketed for other women. So he went ahead and he started getting in contact with different companies to market his item after he patented it, and it is now available as an item you can buy.
So Michelle, I got a banana right here in my hand. So you're saying I peel like the top of the banana off and then piss on it? Or you put a hose? You stick your penis into a hose?
The way the Pure Wick works is basically it goes between the valve of the legs, and then when you wee, because of the vacuum, it draws the urine into the storage bottle.
So I'm pissing into a banana. You said it's a Keurig, like a coffee maker? It's called a Keurig?
Honestly, to answer Vera Thompson's question,
Keurig. Okay.
The point is, it's more for people that have medical conditions. But anyway, I'm not saying is that I haven't had any afternoon delight, if you know what I mean. But I haven't really had any of that lately.
Where did you get that from, Michelle? Amazon? Can I get one on Amazon? Because that sounds like something I would want. Like I wouldn't have to get up while I'm gaming or sitting here. I could just piss on that banana, and I wouldn't have to get up. Is that something I can order?
Well, for the man, they have the Texas catheter system, which is a little bit easier to understand. It's like a condom with a hole in it where you connect up a small hose.
No catheter for me, thank you. No. I'll just get the banana and piss in the banana.
An electric nightmare car.
It's banana.
Banana?
Carlos, there is no stimulus checks. There is no stimulus check.
It is. There are stimulus checks out. If you
There
live in
may
the right
be a cost
state.
of living increase in January, but there's not going to be a stimulus check because Joe Biden doesn't give a fuck about Americans.
You guys got 3 of them. You got extra food stamps. I mean, what more do you want? I didn't get any of those benefits. I didn't benefit from any of that. I mean, you guys should be grateful. You guys got 3 checks, extra food stamps, extra fucking unemployment.
Go, Paul, you could have applied for them.
I guess anyone can apply for food stamps. Will they give them to you? They not necessarily. I mean, I'd love food stamps. That'd be the shit. I should get them.
Can I have some of your food stamps, Michelle?
Yeah, you still theoretically could get them until October anyway. So if you apply,
okay. Maybe.
Would you ever sell your food stamps, Michelle?
No.
Okay.
No, I never saw a reason to do that.
What if I needed some food, Michelle? Would you order me some food off Amazon and send it to my house with your food stamps? If I needed a little help?
Okay, that's an interesting question about...
Right.
Carlos is talking about the government cheese program from the U.S. Department of Agriculture from the 70s. I don't really understand what the whole point of that was. I think it was probably more to help the U.S. Dairy Association to get a lot of surplus cheese out of the refrigerators of the dairy companies.
Yeah, government cheese is just cheaply made cheese, I guess. Like, it's really thin, you can see through it. I don't know. I've never personally had it, but I've known people who've had it.
Government cheese is the best cheese you can get.
Cheese is cheese, yeah.
I bought some cheddar cheese at the store, like, even though I didn't eat it that day.
Right.
And basically, as far as my body was concerned, it said, "I don't want this." I said, "Okay."
What's your favorite kind of cheese, Michelle? Which cheese do you like the most?
My body was saying is, "I don't want this."
What kind of cheese do you like the most, Michelle? What's your favorite kind of cheese?
I don't really have a particular. I don't have a. What's this one? Google Meets. I accidentally clicked on something else interesting. I don't really have any particular cheese favorites. I mean, I like extra sharp cheddar cheese. I like some American cheese.
Okay.
I like Supeta. I like the provolone. I like mozzarella. Colby Jack's
Do-
okay.
Do you bite? Do you like bite it like a candy bar? Or do you usually cut the cheese?
Usually buy an 8-ounce block. It's like eat it like a candy bar.
Bite it like a rat.
Nice, nice. Just munch on it like a mouse.
But once in a great while, though, because it will clog you up. So don't.
Yeah.
And make sure to chew it really fine so that it won't clog you up as bad.
Hey, Jennifer, how do you eat your cheese? I hit it in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's very good.
So I was talking to Ed about Wichita, Kansas this morning, and he said he didn't know if he wanted to go to a state he's never been to. And I said, well, this will be a fun thing because you get the chance to see something new. And I said, in one sense, you're saying is that you want to have fun experiences. Why not? You might enjoy Wichita, Kansas. He said, but you also, but he said you also don't know where all the entitlement programs are and stuff like that. I said, no, you don't. But then again, that's what makes it more of a fun challenge, just because you learn something new.
Kansas.
So, Andrew, I hope you wish you luck with your little journey, with your little aunt's wedding. I hope that it goes well for her. And maybe nice to see rain. Okay, well, we don't have any rain now, but we might get some rain later.
We got some yesterday.
YouTube. How's it going?
What's the winter forecast going to be for Kansas, Michelle?
Winter forecast for Kansas is going to be, because it's where it is, it's on the western Mississippi. It's going to be warmer and drier, but not as dry as the southwest United States. And California is going to be dry, but Oregon and Washington State are going to be wet but warm.
Garrett will be happy to hear that. What about over here where I'm at, Michelle? Are we going to get dumped with snow this year? We're going to have a mild winter.
Yeah, no.
What about
Upper Midwest
about me?
is not going to have a mild winter. It's
Oh, no. So you're saying I should get my snow blower ready?
Yeah, and also make sure you get some extra coal and have some extra wood and coal on hand.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, maybe get a little coal-fired wood or stove in the living room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set my garbage can on fire or something. Hope it don't melt. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So
I'll just get me some BBWs to keep me warm.
It's just a register office affair, and after that, we're all getting drunk.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's humid. Yeah. Did you hear me, Scottish Dave? Scottish cheddar is nice. I never heard of Scottish cheddar.
I like a nice Vermont cheddar. You ever have Vermont cheddar cheese, Michelle?
Make sure you visit Michelle. He's not sure yet if he's gonna be able to visit me or not. Would you ever eat? No.
Did you ever try head cheese before, Michelle?
If I were to move, I would move to either Topeka, Kansas, or Wichita. It's such a Topeka has the trains. It still goes to the train station. Wichita, Kansas doesn't have currently any commuter rail right now. So Topeka has the commuter rail, at least as far as Amtrak is concerned. Wichita doesn't. Kansas City also has trains too.
I might get that going, isn't it?
It is beautiful, but unfortunately, many. Let's see. Cheddar's nice, tricky, but I'll be coming back in February apparently, says Andrew. All right, what's this message here? What Chris to say? Oh. Okay. Wichita has many parks. It does. Yes, it does have many parks. And the housing in Wichita is inexpensive. If you go to the metro area, Wichita, Kansas has a lot of inexpensive 1 and 2 bedroom, mostly 2 and 3, but houses for relatively inexpensive prices for rent. Although I did see one house that was like a rack, literally a rack. It's like $375 a month, but it looks like the tenant has to refix everything. I'm like, I said, no, I'm not gonna rent that. I don't have the patience to go through and fixing cabinets and ring-hanging things and
Yeah. Michelle, you were talking about living off the grid. We have property over here you can buy for
he was
$1.
telling a true story, but she wasn't sure what that was about. Basically,
It's
he's
really off the
eating.
grid.
He's
Well,
eating
in the middle
goat
of the city,
testicles.
off the grid.
Okay.
Michelle, you
Carl
guys still looking for an
said,
electrician over
Michelle, the
there? I
food
know a
was
guy.
costly, a shortage, and people were starving, and cannibalism was at some degree. Would you eat a human being? No.
Ask her again.
Michelle, do you guys still need an electrician for your building over there?
Krista, we were at Heathrow from 4:30 a.m. The drive was worse than the flight.
Get her.
I did not mean to delete the comment. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. You could even make many friends there. They're very nice people. I had tons of friends outside of the base. Yeah, there is still a lot of people that also benefit from jobs at Wichita one time. Of course, Coleman was the camping company was based in Wichita, Kansas. Pizza Hut was based in Wichita, Kansas. White Castle was based in Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah.
There are other companies that still have productions in Wichita, Kansas, so I probably can get a desk job. They still
Michelle,
ship a lot of freight from Wichita, Kansas.
Michelle, you ever look into Missouri?
What's that?
So did you ever look into the state of Missouri? You ever live in?
I did, yeah.
I lived there for a little while. It's a nice state.
I don't want an apartment. I want to rent a house. Because then we'll have a backyard. We'll have a place that we can do things, and we won't have to
You can
worry
get
about.
houses. You can get houses over here for like $500, $600 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did see a couple houses for about $800 a month.
it's not bad.
It's a blue state too.
And there were 3-bedroom houses.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
I did see
Does
like
Does it
a
include? Does it
$500,
include
about
any
$600 2-bedroom house. What?
Does it include any utilities with the rent? Probably
No,
not.
it
right?
does not. It does not include
But
anything. You got to pay for
well,
water, garbage,
That's
electric, gas, sewer.
that's still a good deal for $800, I would say, for 2
Yeah.
people. That's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah,
Right, it's not a bad price. I mean,
no, not too
it's
bad at all.
it's in southern Kansas, so which means that it's not going to be as cold. It's going to be cold, but it's not going to be as cold. Then I went to northern Kansas.
You said it's gonna be ass cold, like it's freezing, like freeze your ass off. It's gonna be ass cold.
Well, originally I was going to go by myself. Now he's saying is that maybe he would consider going with me. I said, well, that's possible. I said, we're going to get a 2-bedroom.
No, Michelle. You gotta break away from Ed.
Maybe even a 3-bedroom, so he could have his training room, his bedroom, or I can have my studio. You know. No. Hartford sucks. Don't go to Hartford. The whole state of Connecticut sucks. Get out of Connecticut while you can.
Isn't that where they filmed Jerry Springer, Hartford, or is it Stanford? Do you guys have a Stanford, Michelle, as well? Stanford, Connecticut
That's
as well?
on the shoreline. Stanford's on the shoreline. Very expensive, high rich class territory.
Okay. I know Jerry Springer's filmed over there. I don't know if it's Hartford or Stanford. One of the two.
Well, Hartford's
was
the
gonna
capital of Connecticut, and it's in the center of the state.
What's that, John Heyman?
I thought they filmed it in Chicago.
No. I remember seeing get tickets.
I
to
wouldn't
the
live in
Jerry
Chicago,
Springer
and I
show,
should have hell
blah, blah,
wouldn't live
blah.
in Detroit or Flint either.
Detroit's good. Fuck Flint. You don't want to live in Flint, but Detroit's not bad.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty poor place, though. It's not. Buildings
It's
are
about
pretty
8 hours.
trashed.
8 hours away from you, Michelle. About 8 hours, 9 hours, yeah. Yeah, I don't
Well, I
want to live in
definitely
Flint.
like. I do like the Kansas because there's another reason I like it. It's mostly flat, so I wouldn't have to really worry about going up hills as much. You know, and most of the time, if it's anything like when I was in Arkansas, which is pretty much perpendicular to the state, you're not gonna get a ton of snow. You're gonna get cold, but you're not gonna get a ton of snow. Not in Wichita anyway. So you're gonna get you're not gonna need to worry about getting too much ice buildup.
Did you like Arkansas?
What's that?
Did you like Arkansas?
It was okay. It was kind of pretty distressed. Little Rock has crime. I didn't really experience crime, but it was okay. But I didn't really know anybody in Little Rock, really, other than the people I knew Arkansas Prices for Blind.
You gotta go out and mingle.
Yeah.
Michelle, open your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am dreading going back home. There's so many strikes going on. Oh, yeah, I heard about one of these strikes about the UK, about people trying to tell people not to pay their utility bills in the UK. I don't know if that's going to do too good about people's credit reports, though. You don't pay your utility bill. That's going to ruin your credit report.
You gotta pay the utilities, or they're just gonna shut them off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what sense would it make not paying
And
them?
that's still going
Will that show
to damage your credit rating, too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the UK has a credit reporting system, too.
When was the last time you checked your credit rating, Michelle?
Just a couple days ago. Gotta check it again.
Yeah. What's it at right now?
About 640.
Nice. Okay. Not bad. Pretty good. I bet Ed's probably at like a negative like 550.
No, he's getting a little bit better, about 560.
Yeah, negative 560. Okay, fair enough. Working his way back up.
But at least he's trying to make an effort to pay it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, let's see. It's the latest news. Speaking of news, because the strikes with Ukraine,
in the world
UK about the
today.
utility bills. Let's take a look if there's any email first. Nope. Nothing there. The strike simulator is still interesting. Oh, okay. This was a thing I was looking for, a control box for American Truck Simulator. Oh, I got another message here about a deposit. Let's just find out what this says. Okay, thank you very much, Craig. Much appreciated. So okay, so I got a donation from Craig, so I gave him a thank you. All right, so let's take a look at the news. Unfortunately, since I don't get I don't get access to the BBC News, so I don't have access unless I want to get BBC World News, but that's not going to help me
What's
much.
that, adult news?
Americans
The BBC?
deserve to know. GOP senators make demand after Zuckerberg's bombshell Hunter Biden confession. It's shocking lawmaker reacts to armed Antifa showing up in a kid-friendly drag show. What? What is a drag show kid-friendly?
Let's look into that a bit more, Michelle. Why don't you
I
read
will.
into
We'll
that
get
a
to the
bit
next one
more?
first. Okay,
Come on,
State
you're gonna skip
Department
over it.
employees killed after being hit by trucks while riding bikes.
Interesting. Let's go back to the kid-friendly drag show, Michelle. I don't want to skip over this topic here. Let's find out. What made that kid-friendly? That's a bit weird. Can we
A
look into that?
Texas Republican lawmaker said Tuesday that Fox and Friends that a so-called kid-friendly drag show near Dallas-Fort Worth was totally inappropriate. Okay.
What the fuck?
It's shocking to a lot of Texans, and we just need to stop it. We need to let children be children and protect them from any sexualization. Representative Brian Slayton said to Ashley Stromheimer and Todd Pyro. So how does Antifa tie in this? Police maintain a presence at the event, which took place at the Anderson Distillery and Grill in Roanoke, Texas, and led at times to tense standoffs between protesters and counter-protesters. Approximately 20 children and multiple self-proclaimed teachers attended the event, where drag queens performed and collected dollar bills, according to footage of the event obtained by journalist Taylor Hanson.
What?
In June, Slayton introduced legislation that would ban minors from attending drag shows in the state after footage went viral showing children attending a drag show at Mr. a gay bar in North Dallas. Slayton said kid-friendly drag shows do not exist. He believes that children need to be protected and allowed to have a childhood and prevented from being sexualized at a young age. Okay. Then it goes on to say we have school and our porn libraries, and there's pushback on removing those. There's the drag queen shows with children, and there's pushback on those for wanting to stop them. There's the gender modification of children, and the left is pushing back on that. Okay, well, first of all, I don't believe in drag shows like that for kids. I think it sends a very bad message myself.
That's something you don't want to encourage.
Population evangelical pastor steps down over inappropriate online relationship. Who am I to stop it? Mom, pregnant 16 years in a row, shares a strong message on faith. Day 7, White House refuses to explain who will pay for Biden's $500 billion student loan handout. FBI agent accused of political bias suppressing Hunter Biden's laptop leaves the Bureau. The Apostle Paul and the resurrected Jesus, a journey through his 7 final epistles. That's advertising, I think. That's opinion, sorry. Elon Musk files another notice to cancel Twitter takeover. The Sopranos actor and Broadway star dead at 76. Kim Jong-un diagnosed with COVID, state media says.
Who died, Michelle? What Broadway star died? Who was it?
Stacey Abrams' firm received thousands to consult George Soros district attorney efforts filings to consult George Soros district attorney. Oh, that's interesting. There's an ugly woman for you. Oh my God.
That's rude.
Stacey Abrams says she's just ugly woman.
That's rude.
She's smart though.
I don't know if she's smart. I don't know if she's stupid, but I know she don't look it actually. Some things just don't change around here today. All right, so let's take a look at the comments here. Queen of YouTube, you're more than welcome. You are a wonderful person and deserve to please keep up the good work and have an awesome day. Good creeper.
Michelle.
Even child beauty pageants. Yes, I do know about child beauty pageants. You're absolutely right.
Good booty.
If I told you I was voting for Stacey Abrams, would you think less of me?
I think she's ugly. Why? So let's get back to the comments real quick here. Because
Do you think Hillary Clinton's attractive?
Who?
Hillary Clinton.
No.
So most politicians are ugly.
Yeah, they're all old, dried up.
Using a computer here.
Most of them.
Finally here, it's been time using a computer here. Queen YouTube says, you know what? Way creepier than this child beauty pageants. Yes, I agree with that. And the other thing is too is Queen YouTube, you're more than welcome. You are a wonderful person and deserve the phrase. Keep up the good work and have an awesome day. Queen YouTube said that the world is weird. No shit. LOL, Michelle. Wings divorce saga coming in nicely. I don't know what that means, but the thing is this world has gone crazy. Right? Why would you want to show kids a drag queen event and a gay bar? I didn't think you could allow a kid into a bar until they were 21. How in the heck can you get away with that?
Yeah, if the bar serves food and it's not during like late hours, they can go in there. In Texas, Michelle, you can go buy a beer. I could go, like, if I had a son, Michelle, I could go buy a beer, 2 beers, and hand my son a beer if he's like 16.
You can do that in Connecticut too, as long as the parents agree to it.
I don't think we have that over here. It's contributing to a minor. Yeah, I'm not sure they have that over here. But I mean,
the thing is that it's disgusting. It just doesn't seem right. And why do we have to try to change kids' gender without their permission? That's another thing that's going on. Is we're trying to change the kid's biological sex without the kid's permission. I don't think a 5 and 6 year old knows what the difference is really between being a boy and girl is. I mean, they may have a simple understanding, but I don't think they're necessarily going to be telling Mama and say, Mama, take my pee-pee off, I don't want it. I don't think most kids would do that. I didn't do that. I didn't say anything like that. In that case, I was diagnosed later on as an adult. But that's either way. Okay. The situation here is most kids at 5 are not going to know or care about what they got between their legs.
That's true.
Why isn't Craig on? What's he up to?
He says, Michelle, I cannot change kids' gender without permission. They can speak to them about it, but they can't do physical changes without the parents' consent unless 18 above. I hate to say this, Craig, but there are some school systems that are doing it without the parents even knowing about it.
What? Like Mexico?
Yeah, they are in the United States too, Christina.
Oh. Wow.
Who's trying to do that? There's a lot of school systems that are doing that, especially in liberal communities. They're tying it in with the critical race theory stuff too, which makes it even more frustrating. Because critical race theory is not the same thing as gender dysphoria. What? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get YouTube all riled up, but the truth of the matter is what's going on right now. It does not make any sense at all. At all. None. Zip. You know. No, and I'm not interested in looking at them. Sure, they actually have military academies. For example, in Russia, they have military academies for younger kids. And then when they turn 18, they can enter the actual combat.
You can join the military at 17 now with a parent's permission, can't you?
Yeah,
Yep.
probably. Maybe. I just doesn't make any sense to me at all because it seems so warped.
I agree, Michelle. I miss the 90s when all this stuff was frowned upon.
Let's see your best Air Force salute for Craig Sr., Michelle.
I think the worst thing is the critical race theory stuff that just keeps getting dragged on and on and on and on. It's a theory, people! And so it's evolution, right?
That's right.
But I mean, the point is, what's wrong with just let people raise their kids in peace the way they want to raise their kids? What's wrong with that? Parents are supposed to be responsible for their children. Why don't you let the parents decide what they want their kid to do? Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know about that, but it's like I said, it just doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense anymore. The dark forces are trying to destroy any sense of God and country. And I mean literally, God and country. Both. You attack the religious faith system, and then you attack their nationality and their nation's pride at the same time. What's the point, though? Because they want to manipulate. That's why. Why do they want to manipulate? Because they love power. Do you think segregated school will be? I don't know. In the UK, they have them. We have them here in the U.S. too. Private schools can be segregated by gender. Boys' schools, girls' schools. Maybe in some ways it may help. Maybe in some ways it may not help. It all depends on a lot of factors. Number one is the age of the child. Number two is the promiscuity of the child. If the child doesn't have much of a sex drive, he or she isn't going to be a major problem. But I don't know Wings of Redemption. I don't know anything about that. So I know in the UK there's a lot of schools that are segregated by the child's biological sex. And I'm sure there is schools in the United States, a few of them anyway, that still continue to be segregated by child sex too. So I don't know how that would work. And I don't want to make it an educated. I want to make an educated statement. That'd be fine, but like an educated statement is making a statement based on something that you can based on facts. I don't have the facts, so I can't make an educated statement if it's better or not. Thanks to age of consent, see me 12. Okay. Age of consent of what? Alcohol consumption? Gambling? Prostitution? What are we talking about? Age of consent. Like I said, I never heard of this, so I can't say. But I do know that alcohol is bad for developing young child bodies and it can cause some really bad harm to the body. So alcohol consumption must be very, very well monitored for young children. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Right now the problem with this earth is we got too many kids already. I think there's too many kids already, and I don't think a 12-year-old girl would be ready to take on the responsibility of being a mother. If you think that they're not gonna get crazy and all of a sudden cut their childhood short, there's definitely a lot of groomers out there that would do that. Just to groom their kids to get married early and be mothers early. But honestly, I don't think this country needs any more children right now to beget more children. I think right now with the teenage pregnancies in this country, it's still at an all-time high, particularly in poor communities. I think it's people, and especially children, need to understand. You don't get pregnant when you're in high school. You're basically going to kiss your entire education away. As you're going to be taking care of a baby while you're trying to study to get your GED or diploma. That's not even worth it to do that. Have you ever worn stockings or tights? Yes, I have. I don't have any right now, though. Curl men legally. Well, okay, yeah. But what about a 12-year-old boy going out with a 12-year-old girl? He's no better to provide for her needs than than she could provide for her child. This is the reason why, again, this country has gone to the docks. It just seems like a really bad idea. It seems like a really bad idea. So, I think that we need to kind of reverse some of these disturbing trends and get some normal mentality and normal adult thinking here in place. Rational thinking based on science and facts, not based on some hearsay. Like critical race theory is not based on facts. Evolution is based more on facts. Okay? But the idea of having a 12-year-old boy or a 12-year-old girl having relationships with each other or with adults is definitely not exactly what I call rational or in good taste for the child or the parents. I didn't say Latinos and I didn't say dogs. Probably is. And as I said, I never heard of him. I know Tommy Tudor talked about it, and I don't agree with Tommy Tudor any more than I would agree with this person. In fact, I think all boys should be required to have a vasectomy until they're at the age when they can take responsibility, and then they can have the vasectomy reversed.
What the fuck?
And all girls should basically have their tubes tied too, tubular ligation, so that they can't get pregnant until they're ready to have children.
That's some weird ass shit, dude.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of weird stuff, but there's a lot of reasons why it's happening. But the thing is as people who have a mind, is we need to put the foot down on it. And there's no reason to have drag queen story time. What is the point? Story time don't sound so bad, but why do you have to dress up as a drag queen to do it? These are radical views. Yes, what they're doing is equally radical and even more destructive than me standing up and saying is we need to find a way to keep things from getting too crazy. A 12-year-old is not going to have an IUD, okay, an intrauterine device. A 12-year-old boy is not likely to be wearing a condom, okay? Come on. And don't expect them.
You're gonna be on this.
And you cannot necessarily give a 12-year-old girl the pill because it's going to mess up her natural development cycle. Same thing with if they ever do develop the pill for a man. They're never going to give a 12-year-old the pill because he's going to basically mess up his entire reproductive cycle. So it's not the solution either. We already do that. It's called sex ed. It doesn't stop the boy and the girl from experimenting. Trust me. I had sex ed in 7th grade. Didn't stop me from knowing what was going on. Didn't stop a lot of the girls in my class from not getting pregnant. Right now, this world can't take it any more kids. And that 12-year-old certainly cannot raise a child. It's just not a good idea. It just doesn't make any economic sense for a 12-year-old to take on a family and having a child at this time. No, he's not looking for an electrician. So anyway, we had a good show today. I know YouTube may hate what I had to say, but it's just the way I feel about the whole situation and about the craziness that's going on in America and how I see how it's destroying the fabric of this country. It's destroying this country's fabric. We need to take back what is basically the important thing in this country. That this is a country of God and values and family. We need to take back what this country represents. Unfortunately, this country has become a country of being godless, greedy, and basically talking about crazy stuff that doesn't make any sense. That's what this country, unfortunately, has become. Godless, greedy, unpatriotic, over-sexed, over-hyped, over-drugged, over-racist, over-critical race theory to the extreme, overly politicized, far left thinking. God damn, this country's a mess. Actually, it's not just this country, it's the world. But that's the reality of what's going on. And we need to stand our background and say we need to take up the we need fabrics to reopen the mills. We need to bring manufacturing back to the United States completely. Willimantic used to be a town that used to make thread to make fabric. The American thread. Winston used to have a thread mill. They used to make cloth here. Again, all that's gone. Oh, and overseas, guess what? Now we're a third world country and quickly slipping down to the land of damnation. All because we can't raise our own families because we can't afford to. That's a reality. That's bullshit, but that's the truth. It makes me feel really sad to see how much we have lost morals in this country. But you know what? That's the reality. How much more can you do? True. The Queen of YouTube. Let me see what this was delayed. I don't know why you're saying this. Oh my god. Well, anyway. I don't know who this Vera Thompson is. She just comes on occasionally. And then Google moderator description usually yanks her out of here. So maybe we should make sure that Vera Thompson do Google moderator's job and just hired Vera Thompson. I never seen anyone do this stuff. This is weird. But like I said, that's the way I feel about the situation. At least if I was on OnlyFans or Rumble, I could talk about this stuff more openly, and then probably wouldn't have a problem with. Krista's fine. I don't even think she's here at this very second. See, when was the last time she typed? It was looked like some time ago. So as far as I know, Krista's fine. She's taking care of her family at this point. Well, it's not nice, Vera, whoever you are. No, it's not nice. It's disgusting. This is what I'm talking about. This country. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Vera is never going to apologize. She's never going to apologize. She never will. Like I said, Google moderator usually comes in here and deletes all her comments. Krista, don't worry about that troll. I hit her. She's hidden, so I make sure she stays hidden. If anybody ever sees a Vera person again, and they show up here in chat, hide them again. Okay? Alright, guys, it's 12:09. I'm gonna get some gaming in. I do want to check my credit score because it looks like my credit score went up after they investigated a couple of errors I saw in my credit report. They could have seriously brought it maybe into the 650, 700 range. And that would be a great thing. And again, thank you, Craig, for your donation. Well, Credit Karma may not be the most accurate in the world, but it still counts for something. You know, it's kind of a bit of an independent score, but I'll take it. You know, it didn't cost me anything. Yeah, well, that's one. Experian is the one that said to me something about my credit score. Seriously, it took a major boost, but it doesn't really give me much information for free. Immediately, they wanted to send me, tell me to subscribe to a service, and I was like, I don't want to subscribe to nothing. Okay, great. Thanks, Craig. Much appreciated. And I can still report her. Absolutely. Let me do that. Yes, I can report this troublemaker. Commercial spam, hate speech, graphic violence, harassment, bullying. I definitely say to somebody else. Okay, hit report. Okay. My credit score is not that great either. It's about 636. Well, it can get worse. You can get down to the very lowest to go, which is 520, which is an F minus. My score is like a D plus. I think it's not really stellar, but I'm working on it, and I want to get into the 700s so that I could, for the future, maybe save up for a house or something, to buy a house. And that's another scary thing too, is when you start getting into the way that rentals and housing goes against credit score is scary as heck. Talking about if you want to rent a house and look at your credit score, and if your sub score is subprime, the landlord can refuse to rent to you. That's just scary. They tend to charge you for checking your score without you even knowing. Yes. Oh, they tell me that. You want to know your score? Fork up the money. I don't want to fork up the money. That's why I want to. That's why I want to Credit Karma, because Credit Karma lets me check my score for free. It also helps me by associating me with other programs to help me improve my credit score. And they also have free monitoring services to monitor your score. So Credit Karma worked out good for me. Yeah, the computer I'm using. Oh, yeah. Let's not forget the 2009 Mac Pro, shall we? Yeah. Let's show her the computer. Yeah, let's share the computer I'm talking about. There you go. That's worth about $1,000. That sucker's loaded. 32 gigabytes of ECC RAM. 6 terabytes of hard drive storage. One Intel Xenon 3.33 gigahertz processor. 4 cores. Okay, maybe it's not the Waste Lake, but it works pretty good for me. It's got 5 USB 2.0 ports, and it's got about 8 or 7 USB 3.0 ports. The 8 USB 3.0 ports were something that I put in myself so I could have. Oh yeah, it has Wi-Fi, but the card that comes with it is no longer supported by Apple, so I can replace it with a card that is. No, I do not have a lot of property. Well, my bed is worth $1,000. Yeah, Michelle spent $1,000 on a mattress. On the last stimulus check. Yeah. I looked at rent a mobile home, same place Denise and I, same place that me and Denise did, which was really nice. But 5 mounts and base, utilities include $350 a month, and it's a nice unit. It's I got gas or electric cooking in it, Craig, because I don't want to deal with electric stoves. Is it natural gas or propane? That's the base model. That's the base model. When you add in, Michelle started out as the base model, but even now she's actually added a lot to it since then. So Craig, is it electric or gas cooking? Is it natural gas or propane? Oh, nice. Good to have a good mattress. Worthwhile investment. Well, I put miles on it too, but I wouldn't worry about it. It's a foam mattress. It's like a Tempur-Pedic type mattress. It can certainly take his weight. Takes my weight. It's a firm mattress, so. Okay. So, Craig, do you know if it's got gas cooking? And is it natural or propane? Because in Connecticut, most of the mobile homes I ever seen are all natural or propane, not natural gas. No, I got it from from Mattress Firm actually. It's called the Charlotte. So the place you're talking about, Craig, as I said, is a natural propane. Oh, I don't know. I've seen some gas ovens that get pretty roasty toasty. Um, I guess it depends on how good the burner assembly is. But in the United States, we have some electric stoves that are just insanely hot. But then we have some gas stoves that are just as insanely hot. Heat and stove are all propane and water heater. It's all included in the rent. Okay. What about the water bill? Is the water bill included? First, you see, unlike Connecticut, you got to pay for the tenant has to pay for water. Whereas right now, for me, it's trying to get Ed to take a chance and go on a journey. I want to own the RV, and it's 55 and above now. It used to be for anybody that already spoke to him. He was happy to hear from me. His name is Walter. Alright, so we can talk to this guy. What about security deposits? Now, just in credit checks and things like that. Obviously, we'd have to come out and see it, or unless he could give us a good video. Yeah. I think what makes the gas electric oven seem hotter, the fact is that it can be more of a sealed box because a typical gas oven has to have airflow for the fire. Christine, that's probably why it seems like it's not as hot. But I'll tell you right now, once the oven is at temperature, it's still hot. This has a split air conditioner. It's a 16-foot wide by 56-foot long, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a nice sized living room, kitchen. It's almost 2 years old and is legally secured. Well, first thing is to see if I can get maybe find a way I can talk to Ed to take the chance and do something outside of the norm, because kind of like me, he's kind of stuck in a rut. He's like, oh, I want to stay here in this area because I feel comfortable here. I told Ed Nice, I said, well, I would too, but the thing is, we still don't know what's going to happen with this landlord. I mean, this landlord's an old man. He's getting up there in years. He's got health problems. He's not, I don't know how long he's got. We could find ourselves with a notice to vacate the premises fairly quickly when he dies and probate, and the building goes into probate. And that would not be good for us. Yeah. Has 100 amp service because it's only 2 years old. It's a 4-season unit, which is made heavy duty cold weather, and it's strapped down to the ground. Oh, well, that's good, because Wichita, Kansas, is got a lot of wind, and that's gonna be an important thing. I do, but unfortunately, as we all know, Ed can't really make it without my help, and he's kind of stuck. So, in a way, but if he had his own bedroom, at least then he would be able to do his own things without basically dragging me through the mill all the time. So, that's the one thing that I've been thinking about, I gotta keep that in mind, that Ed doesn't have a choice where he goes because he doesn't have the money to go there by himself. He goes to Wichita, Kansas, however, with me, he can get a 3-bedroom apartment or house for about, $800, and then, okay, granted, it may not be in the best part of town, but basically $800 a month for a house, and you could have a lot of the nice stuff. 3 bedrooms. Right. Yeah. It's propane. Yeah, I got that. So who's the propane company? Is it metered propane service where they just come fill the tank and then they just charge you a monthly metered bill? Or is it like... Yeah, he could, but the problem is that, well, I don't know if he can afford to go to Florida right now. Florida has got so expensive that he can't go back. He doesn't make enough money. So, as far as going with his girlfriends go, they're homeless too. So, he's not going to be able to go with them. Yeah. That's in his own. I heard you, Craig. I get it. But you didn't say, maybe you don't know, is do they have mass transit to downtown? Because after all, you're going to need to realize that I'm going to need to go shopping. I'm going to need to get access to the stores, to medical doctors, to entertainment venues. That's going to be an issue. What about the soup kitchen? What do they have for soup kitchen in Wichita, Kansas? Okay. Okay. Well, one of them may not be strictly homeless, but they're living on the edge. Okay, a lot of people are right now because the cost of living has gotten so high in Florida. A lot of them are living on the edge of being homeless if they're not homeless. So that's the whole problem. I wonder if your friend would actually mind if I put solar panels on the roof. So I can actually provide independent power. Okay. Now, the only thing I tried to find out is, does Amtrak have throughway service to Wichita, Kansas? And I didn't see anything about that. What I did see is that probably the best they could do is go to Topeka by train, but then I'd have to find out the connecting bus to get me to Wichita, Kansas. Well, why don't you do me a favor when I call you about 4 o'clock and talk to Ed about it? You can talk to Ed about it and see what he says, because I think this will be much better for both of us, because this state has gotten so expensive that I can't afford to stay here anymore. Connecticut is just not economically feasible for me or Ed. So I definitely would be willing to. He say he likes to live in trailers, so there's a trailer for him to live in. You say it's 2 bedroom and 2 bath, or 1 bedroom and 1 bath, 2 bedroom and 1 bath. This particular unit even has closed and patio that has a storm windows and screens. Very nice unit. Like I said, it's only 2 years old and had one elderly lady and she passed on. Okay. Yeah, as long as usual. See how many bedroom it was. This year split air conditioning. I know is it still knows this Harvey Burgers 55 plus. Let's see. It is a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and a nice sized living room and kitchen. It's only like 2 years old and is legally secured to the property. Okay. Well, again, that's Craig. When I call you about 4 o'clock, when Ed gets up, you can try to explain this to Ed, and maybe you can explain to him the truth is that there's really nothing here in Connecticut for him. That it's too expensive. He likes it warm. He deep down, he's afraid of the journey because he doesn't know anything. And I said, well, in a way, that might be more of a fun challenge because you're going to get a chance to meet new people. Wouldn't you like to be able to meet new people instead of, you say we're bored and you have nothing to do? This would be perfect. You get a chance to meet new people, talk to new people, and yeah. But most mobile homes, the bigger bedroom is in the back. I don't know what you're going to do on my furniture. Let's see. I know it would say, well, screw your furniture. Screw your computer. Screw all that crap. Oh, and you're not going to be moving with me and doing videos on YouTube. He's an idiot, because considering the fact is that, number one, it's the videos on YouTube that actually has been keeping us above water. If we actually stopped do all the videos on YouTube, we would be so far in the hole it wouldn't even be funny. This is the reason why I have to push so hard about the donations. But the problem is people can't afford to pay because they're also struggling. And so the only thing I can do is just leave up on the screen. There's the donation information if you want to make a donation. And people do, like Craig did. He donated through PayPal. You know. Well, that's one of the reasons why I was thinking about getting a bigger house. Because, like a 3-bedroom, or maybe we can save up enough money to get a 4-bedroom and a garage. Because there's a 3-bedroom and a garage too. Then he could have the garage for his train stuff. Yeah. So that's another idea. Rent a house with a garage. Then he can have the garage for his choo-choos. And some houses in Kansas have basements. I'm not saying that the basements are all, wonderful, but they could be important for fire, for hurricane, tornado safety. So, because that's an issue about going anywhere near the Midwest is the fact that you have to remember you got tornadoes that want to go ahead, take your lunch. Those little tunnels of fire are like a vacuum cleaner, like the Tasmanian devil as it comes in, it rips everything apart, just like the Tasmanian devil. You remember the Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes, right? He spins around like a little volcano or like a little tornado. Well, that's exactly what a tornado does. It's like that Tasmanian devil. So, yeah, like I said, I'd be willing to take a shot in the dark. I mean, I do have part of my sign. One of my sending signs is Sagittarius. So yeah, there is a little bit of the thing where I'd like to take a journey and take a chance and travel a little bit. I don't want to do it, but Ed isn't so much too receptive about traveling. Which is kind of a shame because he limits himself. He limits himself to his potential to doing something. He said he's bored. Well, come on be to Wichita, Kansas, or Topeka. Guess what? You won't be so bored anymore. You have all new people to meet, all new community, whole new food, whole new everything. And he's like, yeah, but what if something goes wrong? What if something goes wrong? That's going to happen, and no matter where you go, something's going to go wrong. Well, at least here, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, and then you're saying you're bored. I see your point of it, Dad, but I also see my point, too, which is if you don't take initiative to change, nothing's going to change, and then you're just going to sit there bored and go, nah. I want to do something different. If I have to do it on my own, I'll do it on my own. But at least he has a driver's license. I mean, we can always drive it. We can always rent a truck. Throw some stuff in the truck. Like a U-Haul or something. After we secure your security deposit and the lease. And then it's a little further than going to Florida to Miami, but it's not excessively much longer. And then we can try out the different states. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Get out there and do something different. That's the best you can do. That way you're not saying the same old crap and saying that you're not doing anything in life. That's good advice for anybody, honestly. If you're sick and tired of saying the same old shit day after day, and then you realize that you're not getting ahead in life, and that your life sucks because it's boring, then maybe you need to take that initiative and say, I gotta take a chance to do something different. And that's the reality. And right now, in this crazy day and age, Connecticut is one of the states that people are leaving in droves. They're not staying here. This state's too expensive. This state's got too many crazy liberal whack jobs in it. People do not feel comfortable with the fact of what the state's become. It's too expensive. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. They have a senior bus that comes into the community twice daily to go to town on a set schedule. They go one run in the morning and then give you 2 hours and then one run later. It's not much different than the Candy Scraper bus in Winston. But the thing is what about if you want to get a job? What about the mass transit so you can go to work? Say, like, for example, work as a greeter at Walmart or something like that. I know Wichita probably has a Walmart. But what about that as an option, Craig? Do the mass transit buses for the town of Wichita, Kansas come into this complex? Is it near the bus run where you can at least get to work and get home again? That's something that we would want to know, because I would like to probably be able to do something with his time. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, both with tubs and showers, wall-to-wall carpeting, and plenty of windows. Very bright area, very nice community. Okay. But what about, like I said, do they have access to the main mass transit? I mean, so you can go to work in Topeka, Kansas at Walmart or something like that. Because right now, I want to consider my options. But why don't you talk to Craig why don't you talk to Ed about this about 4 o'clock when I call you and see what he says. I think he needs a change. And let's be honest, you know more about Wichita, Kansas than I do. I only know what I learned from YouTube, which is still pretty good amount of information, but I don't have all the facts. Okay? So when I call you about 4 o'clock on your cell phone, if I don't forget, I can have you talk to Ed about this. Okay. What about pets? Do they allow cats? Because, yes, I'm taking Rusty with me. What about your will? Oh, dear. Oh, yes. Michelle's will. Do you change it to say Clark County, the city of Wichita now? Yeah, you would. Do they have a Catholic church by any chance nearby? I'm hoping Ed could find some job that he could do, maybe working as a greeter for Walmart, or so could I, for that matter. Place where we can do some additional income making, because this is important. Okay, but we don't know about the cat, though. Do they allow me to have my cat with me? This is something you should talk to Ed about. I mean, getting my computer on the train would be kind of heavy. Oh, you could put your computer in an accordion carrying case that Ed has. Yeah, but then where's he going to carry his clothes? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. John, let me answer this one thing right now. The reason why we're miserable is because number one, Ed's bored. Number two, the fact is we only have one bedroom. At least this way, they would have two bedrooms, and that way that we would have individual rooms. That would be an advantage, and it'd still be cheaper than here. That's important. All right, guys, but for now, that's the news. I would be happy there. People are so friendly and nice, and I went to church when I was in the Air Force. I thought about that, but like I said, it's kind of hard because Dee and I have been together for a long time. But maybe Craig, I'll call you about 4 o'clock. We can discuss this with Ed. Good idea. All right, guys. For now, I'll let you guys go. See you guys later. See you tomorrow morning. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well,
into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want big whoppers.
These are the real deal, baby. These are real.
But would you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie's. I mean, they're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, we also see, like, other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the fame, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Gauntlet 1. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. All right. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.